think about this story about these mysterious magi following a star. What did they think they were going to find when they started following that star, I wonder? Gold? Do you think they were looking for gold? Maybe. Maybe they thought they were going to meet a new king and he was going to give them some presents. Could have been. And where did they first look for him? Where did they go first? Did you guys notice in the story? Well, they went to Bethlehem later because that's where Jesus was born. We know that. But very first they went to the most important city in all of the Holy Land. And that's the city of Jerusalem. Because you would think if a king is going to be born, the king would be born in the most important city, right? But what did the people in Jerusalem who knew how to study the Bible and find out what the prophets had said, where did they know that the Messiah was supposed to be born, the special king? You got it right the first time. Yeah. In where Jesus was born, right? In Bethlehem. That's where he was really born. So they went looking for a baby king to Jerusalem, and they found him actually in Bethlehem. And the beautiful thing about that prophecy that you guys know about is that Bethlehem wasn't an important city. Right? It was a little city. It says, you, Bethlehem, you're a little city. It's a small city. But something really special and important happened there. All right, Harry Potter fans. What's a seeker? Somebody who finds something. But in Harry Potter, specifically, what is a seeker? No Harry Potter fans? Okay, grown-ups, you're also Harry Potter fans. I know this. I mean, okay, Robert, what's a seeker?
Somebody who tries to find
The golden ball, the golden snitch. So in the game, the Quidditch game, which is like football or something in the wizarding world, okay? Everybody's playing this game, right? They're playing with balls back and forth, and people are getting hit with balls, and they're trying to score goals. But there's one person who has a special job to find the special golden snitch, the little flying golden ball. Harry Potter is the seeker on his team, that's right. And the seeker has a really important job. Harry Potter fans, why is that seeker's job so important? 150 points, thank you, right? So it doesn't actually matter, all this other stuff that's going on, they're scoring points. But whenever the seeker finds the golden snitch, they win 150 points for their team, and the game is over, and they almost always win, right? So I've been thinking about the seeker in Harry Potter. Why do you think I've been thinking about that with Magi? They were looking for something, weren't they? They were also seekers. And they were looking for something that was really special and really important, and actually more important than all the other things that were going on. And they took a big, long trip. If we were to look at a map, I didn't bring the globe down, but we think that the Magi were probably from the area around Babylon, and then it probably took them like 2 years to get to the baby Jesus, right? Because when they told King Herod what time the star arose, King Herod assumed the baby might have been 2 years old or younger. So it took them a long time. They probably had to take supplies. Like, think about if you're going to take a big trip across the desert, you need to take what with you? Water, for sure. Food. Somebody told me this morning they probably had to take guards because they had these expensive gifts they were traveling with, right? It was probably a whole group of people moving across the desert. And they saw the star at the beginning, right? When did they see the star again? This is really, you might want to look in your bulletins because we have a different idea of it from our Christmas cards and things that we see. When did they next see the star? After they saw it at its rising. When does the star show up again? Yeah, the star shows up only when they leave Jerusalem and they turn and they're headed to Bethlehem. And how did they feel when they saw that star again after all that time, after 2 years of traveling across the deserts? They knew it was important. They knew this was what they had been seeking, what they had been looking for. They were coming close. And when the star stopped over the house where Jesus was, the Bible says they were overcome with joy. They were so filled with joy. Think about how excited you probably were on Christmas morning, right? And then multiply that by 1,000,000. And think about how wonderful it would be to seek for something for years and years, maybe your whole life, and then finally to find it. Yeah. A lot of times inside boxes there are special treasures, so that's a good place to look. So I'm wondering this new year, it's a new year, if all of us might be like the Magi. If we might be seekers, like Harry Potter. If we might be looking for the one thing that is most important, even while lots of other things are going on and grown-ups are doing stuff and people are scoring goals and we have to go to school and maybe things are happening in governments and lots of things are happening in the world, there's one thing that's most important, more important than all of that, right? And in our hearts, even if we still have to do the other stuff, we have to go to school and we have to go to work and we have to, clean our houses and tidy our rooms and play sports and all those things, in our hearts, we can always be seeking that one thing that's most important. That one thing that when we find it is going to fill us with joy, more joy than Christmas morning. That one thing that's going to make the difference for the whole entire world. Should we keep seeking? What do you think? Yeah? Does anybody know a song about seeking? It's not in the bulletin, and I would be pulling a fast one on Ted to ask him to play it, but it's hymn 711 in your hymnal, and I think we might know it from the atrium. You guys want to sing Seek Ye First with me? And let's think about seeking. Can we put the gift up here for baby Jesus? Okay. He's going to do